removed from somebody, and apparently back then, like, so they would like cut it out of them, but the person usually wouldn't survive. And so basically it was like, okay, well, you have this thing wrong with you, so you can get surgery, but it's super dangerous and you might die. But if you live, then you'll be incontinent for the rest of your life. And they would cut these stones out, and they would like weld a piece of metal around it, like a cage almost.
Yeah.
And then they would put like a little chain with a ring on it so they could hang it on their wall in their doctor's office, I guess. Their little surgery room as like a thing like this is my prize gallbladder stone here that I just moved. Yeah, they did a lot of weird stuff. They had a lot of skeletons and stuff, which the skeletons were kind of interesting because, I mean, like, it's a lot different to look at a skeleton than to look at a baby that looks like a baby, but it's dead. You know, like with all its skin on it and its eyes are closed.
Yeah.
So, like, the skeletons were interesting. They had, like, skeletons with, like, 2 heads and 2 spines, but only 2 legs and 2 arms. And, like, or they had where it was, like 1 skull and, like, 2 whole bodies. Like, just all kind. They had everything. It's crazy. And that's just in one country. I'm sure there's places like that here in America.
Oh yeah, there's definitely museums for like the bizarre. In America, it's like not for scientific purposes, it's just weirdos.
Well, people were saying on the Facebook page, like, it's a museum, so people were leaving reviews and stuff. And apparently it's free to go there.
Okay.
And they always have, like, a guide, like somebody who takes you through and explains everything or whatever and tells you, like, what the story is behind it.
Yeah.
But, like, people were just saying how, like, stuff like that isn't, like, normally open to the public. You don't get to see that kind of stuff anywhere else. Like, I don't know why you would really want to, but if I like went there in person, I would definitely cry the whole time.
Imagine being one of those scientists like working on that. And, like, must be a sick person to do that.
Yeah.
I
Like,
think
not
about
like-
that all the time. Like,
How
how
can you be a
work in a
mortician?
morgue?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I just saw an article today about some guy who got arrested. He worked in a morgue. They found like 70 penises in his house.
That was a fake article.
Was it fake? I
Yeah.
didn't read it.
Yeah.
Oh.
That
That's
website.
good.
You see people share stupid articles from that website all the time.
I didn't even read it, but
Yeah,
I figured it had to be fake. Because did you see the picture they used? His
Yeah.
eyes were like in opposite
Yeah,
directions.
They always.
Those things are
They're
always fake.
clickbait. It's fake.
They're always
this
like
guy-
the funniest pictures of like just like
Right.
drug addicts.
Yeah. Just
Right,
like
it's
weird
like
mug
this guy did
shots.
something really weird and crazy, so we're gonna make him have a weird and crazy picture too. Because of course you could never believe that just a normal looking person
Would
would
have 70
do
penises
something this
in
crazy.
a jar somewhere.
Right. Oh my gosh, the first articles I saw about Hugh Hefner dying, like, the comments were so disgusting. People are just gross. And
Indeed.
literally nobody, like, every time I see an article about somebody getting killed or dying, nobody has respect anymore. They're like, well, you shouldn't have done that. Or they're like, that's what you get, or whatever. Like, or they make a joke. Like, there's some girl who died in a, like, they found her in a freezer or whatever. Something happened. The freaking waiter guy that I was telling you about, that they found in the deep freezer in a restaurant.
Yeah.
Somebody commented on there, like, something, like, they made some joke like this. I guess you could say he's chilling with Jesus or something stupid like that.
Yeah.
Like, That's so rude. This person died. I obviously had some freaking, like, what's it called? Malicious.
What does the United States come to these days? Holy crap.
It's not even just the US, it's everywhere. We're just, I don't even know. America's more, we have freedom of speech, so I guess we just, like, use it however we want. Little jerks.
Yeah.
Wherever we want. All over the internet. We'd never say it out loud, though. Or some people would. They're the worst. I think just things have gotten to where, like, people, like, have protested and fought so hard for people to be able to say and feel and think what they want that, like, people have misunderstood what, you know, what they meant when they were fighting for those rights. And so they, like, are like, oh, this is America, it's a free country, I can be a freaking jerk for no reason, and that's my right as an American. Nope. That's just you being a jerk.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Google Chrome is literally the worst browser. I hate it.
You should get Firefox. I just had an update.
Usually always have Firefox, but I just got this new computer like within the last couple months, and I was using the Internet Explorer for some reason, and Caleb downloaded Google Chrome, and then he's like, don't use Internet Explorer, you're gonna get hacked. And so I started using Google Chrome. Whatever. And now every time I try to go to a website, it says, this site can't be reached, sad face.
I use Google
And I
Chrome,
just have
and
to
that
refresh it a
literally has
billion
never
times.
happened, not even one time. It's not Google Chrome, it's something going on your end.
It says the web page at google.com might be temporarily down, or it may have moved
I know,
permanently
I've
to a
seen
new
the
web
error
address.
on your computer.
I
Never
was
seen it
telling
on mine,
Ed
though.
how awful
Let's
Google
not yell
Chrome.
at each other. Easy. It's just a browser.
It's not just a browser, it's got me through some hard times.
Okay.
Now, if you want to know it's just a browser, Safari.
Safari is not good.
I've
On the
never used
computer.
an Apple product.
An Apple product?
You never used an Apple
Nope.
peeler?
I really like the iPhone and the iPad, but I don't care for the computers just because I don't like the operating system and the way everything looks. Tiny little X to close out your stuff.
There's a solid reason to dislike a product.
I just don't like the way it looks. It's just not set up like Windows. I like the whole like interface of Windows. You like don't have a freaking bar at the bottom. You have this stupid little thing that pops up. Things get bigger when you scroll over them. It's really stupid and I hate it.
Yeah.
But I prefer iPhone. I'm dealing with an Android, but I would prefer an iPhone. And iPads are slick. Yeah, people are still mad at this girl for buying all these diapers. when she doesn't have any kids.
Yeah.
She said, "So I don't even have any kids in diapers, nor do I plan to have any more, but I couldn't pass up this deal." It says retail is about $240. She paid less than 50. That's less than 6 cents a diaper. Wipes are free, and she bought a bunch of Tresemme, I think that's how you say it,
Tresemme?
shampoo and conditioner. And she literally has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 21 packs of diapers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 packs of wipes. No kids. And yeah, everybody's mad. Like, why did you do this?
Seems like a pretty stupid thing to do.
Yeah, like you should just donate it at the very least. What are you gonna do with diapers and no children? Oh, actually, I
Right.
can think of a few things. Some messed up things.
What?
Blow my nose at them. I like tissue.
Yeah, you can.
Like, we're very absorbent.
Yeah, it's just like, it's irritating. Like, people who are super into couponing, like the extreme couponers, they get irritated about that stuff because, like, since extreme couponing became like a big thing and they made a show about it, whatever, like stores like really have been cracking down and not letting you use like all the things that they do to make it as cheap as it gets. So they get really mad when people do stuff like that just so they can like sell it or whatever, because it can cause a store to change their policy as to where you can't use, like, you can't stack coupons at all or do anything that would make you get a good deal. But if you learn how to do couponing, it's like extremely beneficial.
It's
I'm like